Hey, so I just got done, well, last night. It feels like I just got done watching Threads, the new Blu-ray from Severin Films. Yeah, this movie is so terrifying. It just boggles the mind. Okay, so if you don't know what Threads is it was in September 1984. It aired on the BBC. So it's a made for TV movie. It's 117 minutes, and it is about nuclear war, and it takes place in Sheffield, I believe, Sheffield over in England. I think that's what it's called, Sheffield, England. Yeah, and it's like the fourth largest city in England. Like, so, and the beginning of the movie, it's done in kind of a documentary style, and it kind of leads up to the events of nuclear war, and it's during the Cold War, obviously, with Russia and the tensions and all that. And there's signs that stuff's going to happen in Iran, and there's like all these news reports as the movie's kind of playing out, and it keeps showing up the dates and the times, and then it like does documentary style, like details on Sheffield has an Air Force base, so it's like the closest like military depot base, and it talks about the events that would happen once a nuclear bomb goes off, and blah blah blah, and kind of leads up to the bomb, basically. And so when it first starts, you're like, this isn't that bad. What are people talking about? Whatever. It's just some British, Coronation Street shit. And then the bomb goes off, and dear sweet Jesus, it gets so freaking terrifying. It's just, oh my god, they do not, like, the director, what's his name? I can't even. Directed by Mick Jackson, and the story was by Barry Hines. They don't back down from showing you the devastation, the tragedy, and the terrifying stuff that can happen. And it's just, oh my god! Like, I don't even know how to talk. I don't even know how to talk about it. Like, this is just soul shattering. This film, and it's even more prevalent now, right? Because, you know what I'm talking about, nowadays, where we got this guy in this, it's like a white building, and he's like all orange looking, and he makes jokes about nuclear buttons being bigger than Korea's button and all that shit, and then you don't make jokes like that. You don't make jokes about that shit. And someone needs to show him this movie. Please, someone buy this movie and send it to him. Because he needs to see what happens. Because this is the most detailed thing I've ever seen about what will happen when bombs go off. What will happen to the land? What will happen to the people? The radiation, the devastation, the death tolls. What happens? It goes ahead, like it keeps going after the bomb drops. The movie, it goes like a couple years later, and then it goes like 10 years later, and then it goes 13 years later. There's still shit. Like everything's uninhabitable. There's nothing left. Ugh. So that's Threads. It's damn terrifying. It is damn terrifying, especially if you grew up. Like, if you grew up during the Cold War. I was born in '83, so like the Cold War was winding down by the time I was, old enough. Like, I remember Desert Storm and stuff, but that's not the Cold War. Like, everything was everything was dying down, right? But I still remember going to school and them saying, like, duck and cover, hide under your desk if a bomb ever goes off, kind of shit, stuff that won't help you. Trust me, this movie will show you what happens when you freaking duck and cover. You will melt. You will burn. You will be a crisp little thing. Like, oh. So, that's the movie Threads. And it's not the movie that you're going to, like, invite some friends over to a party and throw on. No, this is a movie that you will, like, show people if you want to destroy their life. Like if you just want them to have nightmares forever. Like this is shit that should be shown in like school. Like this should be shown to people, like kids growing up. I mean, yeah, they won't sleep forever, but hey, at least they won't make fucking jokes about nuclear bombs. So yeah, the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray's from Severin Films. So the transfer is a little rough around the edges, but it actually lends to the overall documentary feel of the film because it kind of gives it that realistic feeling. It's in full frame. Even the menus are kind of like in a full frame. It's documentary style, gritty look and stuff. It's. I actually wouldn't want the movie to look any better than it already does because it really makes it seem real, and that's what the transfer is going to do. The audio is just mono English. I think I'm not sure if there were subtitles. I don't remember there being subtitles on it. There might be subtitles, but it doesn't say on the back. I can't remember if there was. It is an English-speaking film. It's in England. Sometimes it's a little hard to understand what they're saying. Not for nothing. No, not for me. Not for me. Which means nothing, I guess. I don't know. And for the special features, we have the audio commentary with the director. It's moderated by Severin Films, David Gregory, and a film writer, Kier Lajanisi. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. We have an interview with Karen Meager. She played, what's her name? Anne, I think, or something like that. She was in the movie. She's the main girl in the movie that you kind of follow as, like, after the bombs drop and everything. Really well done actress. Like she's really good. The interview was really informative. It's only like, I think it was like 10 minutes or something, but you know, she provides a lot of detail with the casting and stuff like that. Shooting the Annihilation is with the director of photography, Andrew Dunn. Kind of talks about the sets that they had, how they were given like this area that was going to be torn down, and so they were able to do what they wanted to do with it and stuff. The destruction designer, Christopher Robillard, which is the production designer, yes. He goes on a little bit about the sets again, and he tells this kind of funny story about how they would dress up the buildings to make them look new, and then when they come back the next day, all the doors are gone because this town that they were shooting in, they were given, it was a place where people came and like took stuff whatever they wanted. If they needed doors, they would just come down and take the doors. So that was pretty funny. Then there's a 30-minute interview with Stephen Thrower. He's a film writer. He appears on a lot of like Arrow film stuff. He has that sexy British voice. He's pretty he's really informative. He talks a lot about the movie. So like I said, it's 30 minutes, so it's really good. And we have a US trailer, and then we had a reissue trailer. But that's it. That's it for special features. But you know, they're good. It's not jam-packed or anything like that. I know if you ordered it, you could get like a lenticular cover that would like show the bomb exploding kind of thing. So that was pretty cool. There's no reverse sleeve. There's no booklet or anything like that I know. Not in my review copy. But yeah, it's region-free. So that's good. And yeah, it's just really terrifying. It really is terrifying. But I think everyone should buy this. I honestly think everyone should buy this and watch it at least once in their life. I know some people compare it, like some people call it the British version of The Day After Tomorrow, I think is what it's called, or The Day After or something. The Day After Tomorrow? No, The Day After. I don't know. Whatever it's called, whatever that movie is that came out in like '83 about the nuclear bomb going off. They call it like this the British version. I haven't seen that movie, so I can't really compare it. But if it's anything like this movie, like, yeah, I don't need another terrifying experience, but maybe I do. Maybe everyone does. And I think that's what Threads is all about. It's all about showing you what can happen. Is it 100% accurate? I don't know, because I don't want this shit to happen. So, yeah, I definitely say pick it up for sure, no matter the price. Buy this freaking movie. Show it to everyone you can and tell them that next time they want someone that has power, don't give it to a maniacal idiot. I'm just saying, you know, someone that's, you know, going to joke about the button, because this is the shit that will happen. You know, it's a little freaky. So, sorry to get a little political with you. I'm Canadian, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I didn't get any say anyways. We got another idiot up here, so whatever. So, that's it. I hope you really enjoyed this. What is that sound? What is that sound? Can you hear that? There's something. Oh, God!